think it's about consistency.
Okay, so that's what the future holds for us.
Simple answer, because we're winners. But
Solid.
hi, you're listening to Data Room, a podcast where we build Team-GPT in public. My name is Iliya, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Team-GPT. I'm joined here by Moni, our head of product.
Hi, I'm Simona, head of product, and I'm going to co-host the series of episodes that we're doing on Team-GPT with Iliya. This episode is going to be a bit of an overview of everything that we're going to talk about in the future episodes. We have about 5 or 6 pilot episodes. We're going to talk about the numbers, we're going to talk about product vision, marketing, sales, and everything else that we've been doing at Team-GPT. Iliya, tell us about who you are and start from the beginning.
Okay. I studied in a high school of mathematics, and I was competing in mathematics for about 10 years. I've got a bit more than 100 awards from national and international competitions. I was briefly on the national mathematics team. And then I graduated in finance from Bocconi University in Milan. They often ask me how I decided this. Well, I got a full scholarship, and it was a no-brainer for me to make this choice back then. In my third year in Bocconi, I did an exchange program in China, and this was a very, very transformative year for me, as I engaged in this completely different culture, and it showed me many things about life, what was important for me and what wasn't. Also in China, I was doing a lot of mathematics again, which was quite fun for me. And then I came back to Europe and started thinking about my future. At this time, 2 of my friends were already creating a startup in the field of online education. They had seen some success before that, and they invited me to join as a co-founder of, back then, the new data science division.
Mm-hmm.
Data science was super new back then. Nobody knew what it was exactly. And my job as a co-founder was to create the 365 data science program, which was a series of courses which take you from zero to data scientist. And this meant mathematics, statistics, machine learning, deep learning. We did some of the first courses on deep neural networks, and especially TensorFlow 2. We did the first course on TensorFlow 2. And it was a very, very exciting time. And with this company, we reached 2.5 million students worldwide that have paid for our courses. The courses that I was teaching, they currently have 1.3 million students that have taken the AI courses I've created. Many of the other ones I have overseen or managed the creation of. This was also a time where I met you, and we started. Actually, you started 1 month before me, I think.
Yeah.
Although I co-founded the data science division, but we practically worked together for the whole time.
Yeah.
And
See, I liked what you were doing, and I just switched. I was like, I need to do what Iliya is doing. I gotta help out with 365 data science.
it was a very good time. And yeah, so I'm very happy that we're doing this together now, because many of my major successes in work I've done with you. So it's very exciting that we're recording this together now. So apart from creating the courses, and the core thing at 365 was content creation. We were creating a lot of courses over there, and we were writing the text, we were preparing the materials. However, in the beginning, we were only selling on udemy.com, and this is where we were and still are the market leaders for, we were in top 3 for data science and machine learning. Now, at some point, we decided to diversify the platform risk of Udemy and to start building our own offering on 365datascience.com. And this is where me and you really started working together. And our job there was not only to put the courses, but we realized, we have to do our own marketing. And this was a new experience for us, and we did quite well. This is where we this is where we learned how to c- create good marketable content, and we were extremely good at SEO. We're very good at YouTube. We had about 300,000 subscribers. I don't know about today. 150,000 subscribers on LinkedIn, and a bunch of other successes. So we had to learn how to be good marketers. I think we learned to do it, and we managed to get 1 million people to come to our website and sign up for 365 data science. Now, the last step of this was to also create our own product where all these courses could be consumed. And this is a project that you led. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about this, the first product we created.
Yeah, the first product we created together. It was quite exciting. So it was, again, part of that idea that we need to mitigate the risk of having everything on udemy.com as a platform, or be dependent on other third-party platforms to manage our content. We wanted to do many other exciting things. We wanted to gamify. We wanted to add some other benefits for the people who are taking courses, since we've had like 4 years of experience knowing what students want and what students need. So we needed something innovative and tailored for our specific needs. So we decided to build a platform, and that was my first project. That's where I found out that as much as I love marketing, and as much as I'm like geared towards marketing and thinking about marketing, I'm also really, really engaged in thinking about the product and the user experience and the value that we bring in many other ways other than, marketing, which is just bringing value to people who are searching for you. I wanted to also bring value for people who are using us. And have more control over that. And that was really exciting. You actually stepped out from that project. You were not that hands-on. It was mostly me working on that project management, product management. Very, very exciting. But we launched.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, we launched. It was great. And then we decided that we need a new challenge at that point.
Yeah, interestingly, our challenges were different.
Very
and
different.
This was the time when we took different paths. I started creating another product back then, and it was COVID times, so it was in the realm of appointment scheduling and video conferencing. I used all the knowledge that we had so far about SEO and content marketing, so that was going quite well for us.
Oh, it was very funny when I met you. Sorry to interrupt. And you were telling me what you're currently doing. That was like about a year after our path split. And you were telling me what you were doing. And you were like, I wanted your job. I wanted to be leading the marketing. I wanted to be leading the product. That's what I wanted to do. So I did it by myself.
This is very interesting. But it's true. I really enjoy the marketing. At 365, you were the head of marketing. Since then, I've been taking more the marketing role. You've been taking the product roles. But several years later, so whatever happened, and then several years later, ChargeGPT came around, and it changed everything for everyone, in our field at least, but very soon for the whole world. All these courses we were creating back in the day, they were on the topics of machine learning, deep neural networks. We have created some of the first courses. I think I already said this, but our courses were very, very specific to what ChatGPT was built on top. And that's why this technology is so exciting for me. It came out, and it was, I remember ChatGPT came out, it was GPT 3.5. Back then, I wasn't too impressed. I've been using GPT-3 since 2020. I wasn't too impressed with the product. But then in March 2023, GPT-4 came out, and I remember so well. 4 p.m. on a Monday, I was in the office. I bought it, and then I had one magical conversation with it.
It was love at first sight. with GPT?
Love at first sight. Work at first sight. Yeah, I didn't know what to ask it, so I gave it a work task that I was about to give to one of the people from the team. Normally, it was a task to create an email funnel of emails that would make the customers buy the product.
Mhm.
Now, this task would normally take a decent marketer about 2 weeks to do from beginning to end. It took me 2 hours with ChatGPT. This was the moment at which I realized, the world will never be the same. So many things are gonna change. And 2 weeks later, we started Team-GPT. We started experimenting with the APIs. Very, very soon, we realized that there is a major problem with knowledge sharing and collaboration. There was no way to collaborate. Talking to ChatGPT was always one-to-one, and this experience was not optimal to build knowledge for the whole team. And what I mean by this is I was progressing so fast with the AI, and I was so enthusiastic. I was telling the whole team, drop everything you're doing. ChatGPT is the best thing. And then they were like, I don't get it. Like how are you achieving these good results? So the first thing we did was we built this internal tool where we started sharing the chats among the team members so that we can later learn from each other like schooling was back in the day.
Yeah.
And we were learning from each other. We were organizing this information. We started building our own prompt libraries. All of this inside this product, by the way. And then my co-founder, then CTO of the previous project that we were working on, he bought the domain teamgpt.com. It was $10, and the marketer in me was like, no, I have to test this domain name, brand, and idea as a whole. So we tested. In 1 month we had 1,000 users. In 3 months we had 3,000 users. Today we have 27,000 users 10 months after we have started.
Yeah.
The project is going very, very quickly. It's progressing very, very quickly. People love the product. You notice you joined in what? July. Yeah. First important recruit. Yeah.
Happy to be tapped. Thank you.
And yeah.
Okay. So there's a question that comes to mind. I know what Team-GPT is, but our listeners don't know what it is exactly. So you're giving bits and pieces about problems itself, but what is it? What really is Team-GPT?
Absolutely.
Right now.
Team-GPT is a collaborative platform where teams between 2 and 2,000 people can adopt AI for their work.
Okay.
They enter this platform. Imagine you're a company of 10 or 1,000 people, doesn't matter. You enter, and we have very good ways in which your team can first learn how to use the technology, and second, they can collaboratively use it and achieve way better results than with other tools.
Okay, so it's solving a learning problem. So it's kind of trying to address that, a learning and adoption problem, and it's solving a collaboration issue. I mean, a lot of the softwares that we use for work at work, they have some sort of collaborative feature. So this is bringing
it's
two things
inevitable.
together.
Yeah, you do work together, so you have to share knowledge,
Okay.
right? And we're solving adoption, and the whole point is there is adopting AI at work is chaotic, disorganized. Nobody knows how to approach it, and we solved it for ourselves. Our whole team is now using the AI, and it's using it very well. New people come to the team, and when they don't know how to use it, we teach them how to use it with our software. And this is the problem we're solving we solve for ourselves, and we're solving for many of our clients. And learning is the first part. To adopt a technology, you have to understand it.
Yeah.
And we have an online course inside the platform. We're educators, we couldn't help it. So they come in, they learn how to use the software they learn how to use the AI through the course, and then they learn how to use the software in the process.
Yeah, yeah.
Many of our users have only used AI inside of Team-GPT, and they have never used ChargeGPT's OpenAI. And for many of the purposes of many of the things that they're doing, Team-GPT is sufficient, and for other tasks, it's even superior to anything else that is out there. Some of our clients I want to mention are Johns Hopkins University, Columbia University, Yale, Maersk, EY, Shift4,
Yeah.
Charles Schwab. People from these organizations are onboarding whole teams, 300, 500, 700 people are coming to us to make sure their teams adopt the technology properly.
Yeah, in a structured way, they have the right tools to organize their knowledge and chats and like everything like that. Okay, okay.
Because we're thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
We're thinking about it, so we're gonna solve this problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we have the same problem, so we're solving it for us also. Okay, that's cool. You said that people are always going to work together. That's one of the ideas that's underpinning the creation of Team-GPT. At its core, it's about people working together, right? But you also said the future, AI will change the future, fundamentally.
Yes.
It's you expect that there will be a big shift. There's a lot of conversation about the big shift.
Yes.
So what does the future hold?
Yeah.
And how does Team-GPT kind of prepare for that future?
Yeah, so for us, insiders of the AI industry, we knew that this future is coming for many years. And we knew automation is coming, AI will be everywhere, AI is the real deal. It was widely known. But it was ChatGPT which was the great catalyst, because it came and it allowed everyday people who are not data scientists, who are not AI engineers, to be able to converse with the AI and use the potential of AI directly through the chat. And so this was revolutionary. First we had ChatGPT in November 2022, GPT-4 in March 2023, we launched in April, and from here on it is just this constant acceleration, and everything starts happening faster and faster and faster. And you've seen images with DALL-E, you've seen all these deep fakes, videos. Yesterday, so we're recording this on the 16th of February, and yesterday OpenAI released Sora, which is text to video.
Yeah.
And this is mind-blowing as well. So this technology, just for 1 year and a half, we have moved from simple ChatGPT to text to video, and this is amazing. So in the next years, what will happen, in my opinion, is that in the next 2-3 years, any idea will be you could realize any idea in a day. So any software idea. Right now you need developers, you need this, you need that. With these technologies, it's already possible to build almost anything in a day. And in 2-3 years,
you can build a website with like a prompt
software. Our software that we created, in 2 years, anybody would be able to create such a software in 1 day.
Okay.
And it's incredible. Then 5 years from now, I believe that all automatable tasks will be automated. What does this mean? Well, this intelligent automation that has just arrived is a bit different than before. Why?
What do you mean than before? You mean where?
Before ChatGPT times.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine you have to go to a website and you need to take some information out of it. In the past, you could send a scraper, and you could, with a computer program, you could go take all the information from the website and do something with it. Now, with this intelligent automation, with the AI that we currently have, you can tell the scraper, go to this website, find the most important information, whatever that means, and it's gonna either take the stuff that are higher up on the page, or that have big buttons, or it's going to take unique information out of this. It will not take repetitive information. So the AI is able to make these subjective decisions that usually people would do. You would normally tell a person, go to this website, take the information, tell me what's there, right? Now the AI can also do this. And combining our existing technology with this decision making that AI can do, which is usually 99% of the cases it's better than the human decision making.
For some types of tasks.
For some types of tasks, yeah. For some types of tasks, AI is already better than humans, and there's so many tasks. Even MRI, brain tumors, these things. It's already AI so much better than humans, and yes, it's better for some tasks, but these tasks are becoming more and more and more every day. What I mean by all automatable tasks will be automated. Well, if the AI is better than a human at this task, by 2028, in the next 5 years, there will be a computer program somewhere done by someone that has automated this task completely. And so in 5 years, they will be automated somewhere. In the next 15, 20 years, it will be adopted worldwide by anyone who needs a computer program like this.
Okay.
And again, on this automation timeline, we have entered this period, which a friend of mine calls automate or prepare to be automated. In the next 10 years, if your job is not changing and you're not employing AI, someone is automating you right now. And people have to be very, very conscious of this.
Aware, yeah.
Yeah, aware.
Okay, so in this future, what is the responsibility of teams like ours, of a software product like ours, to facilitate, to make this, how are we going to fit in this automation that is happening? What responsibility do we have? Do we make it more accessible? Do we create some of the automation? Do we...
Okay, so there are different views of how this future would look like, and truth is, according to McKinsey and other sources, 25 to 75% of the work done on a computer will be completely or partially automated in the next 10 years. Now, how will this automation look like depends on the companies that are doing the automation. And from ChatGPT's perspective, right now, what they're doing is they're doing a lot of agents, these GPTs that they have released. What they do is, for instance, they can help you book a hotel on Booking. You go on booking.com, normally, what is the status quo? You go on booking.com, you search through hotels, you book. With the ChatGPT GPTs, you can go to ChatGPT and you can say, book me a hotel for these dates, do this. And then AI agent, an AI program is doing the work and booking the hotel for you. Now, this is a complete automation of a process which I wouldn't like to be automated in the first place, right? But this is kind of the way they're going. Fully automating stuff through chat. Now, we are in the unique position, Team-GPT, to build a future in the way we see it. And we believe that it's going to be much more about collaboration. It's going to be much more collaborative. And every human who is still working and still going to work, they will need to work with the AI. We imagine a bunch of different AI work modes, we call them. So apart from chat, you also want to edit text with AI. You want to retrieve some information, they call this RAG. But again, this is not chat. This is a different work mode. You're trying to you're trying to extract some information from a text, and there are better ways than chat to achieve this. Maybe we're going to talk about this in some other episode a bit more. But what we're trying to build is a collaborative future where humans can go together to work. Instead of opening Slack, they would open a software which allows them to control AI stuff, and maybe partially do the work with agents, maybe collaboratively do something. Managers and employees, they should be able to engage in this manager-employee relationship inside the software. Employee does something, manager approves. Maybe AI does something else, manager approves. All of these things, they have to be solved by someone somewhere.
Yeah.
And we believe this is going to be us.
Okay.
And we want to build this collaborative future where humans are in the process, let's say.
Yeah, I'm excited about the product episode where we're going to talk about this in much more detail.
One more thing I wanted to add on about this is I mentioned what ChargeGPT is doing, mentioned what we want to do. Many things that are happening now in many different software is that they're taking existing software and they're slapping AI on top of it. I don't think this is the right approach to the future. And I'll give you an example with Microsoft's Copilot. It's an amazing software, of course, but if you take Microsoft Excel, for instance, and you put an AI on top of it, this will not make you 100 times more productive. This will make you maybe 2 times more productive. Maybe some formulas will be changed, but to have the promised 100x productivity, we need to rethink work completely, and we need to build AI first, software, which is not built on a 25-year-old technology. It's built on the newest stuff that have just come out.
Okay, so that's what the future holds for us. If we come back to the problem at hand currently and how Team-GPT is solving it, do you have any proof that Team-GPT is working? And I don't know, users are using it. Obviously, I know the answer to that question. But it's
yeah, thanks for asking it in this way, so I can say yes, people love it. We've got 27,000 users using Team-GPT right now. I believe did I mention it? Johns Hopkins University, Yale.
Yes, you did.
Of course, I have to do it. But we have 4 clients that have more than 250 seats, and our software is really, really proving to be useful for them to adopt this technology at scale in the organization. So everybody can understand it. Everybody can be AI enabled.
Yeah. Okay, so 27,000 users in 10 months with what sort of team, what sort of marketing effort, how do we get to the 27,000? Maybe that's interesting.
Yeah, so when we started, we were working on a different project. I mentioned that we validated this idea, but we already had a team in place. We've been working together for 6 years. Some of us for 6 years, others for 3. For instance, me and you, we've been working together for 4 years in 365 and 1 year here. So this was very important for the formation of the team. We already knew each other, we knew our strengths and our weaknesses, and this is one of the most important things for a high-performing team. So we started from an existing team, and we managed to ramp it up very quickly. For instance, we didn't have anyone doing marketing but me, later on you, and we were doing, with the guys in the studio now that are recording this, they were helping us for 1 or 2 campaigns, and this is how we build the marketing capabilities.
Like fractional marketing.
Fractional marketing, exactly, yeah. A lot of our focus was actually on getting the product right, doing the right customer interviews, and actually when you joined, you had a couple of tasks, and one of them was
customer
speak to
interviews.
The clients. Perform the interviews, speak to the clients, understand what they want, and we had many hypotheses. We're data science people, data scientists, so we started with a hypothesis, and then at every step, at every iteration that we've been doing on the software, we have a new hypothesis. Every product decision we make, it's based on the analysis of the usage, not only with customer interviews, but the different interactions that people are having in the platform. And this is data that only we have. This is proprietary data. Extremely important to underline this, that if you don't have a collaborative software, you don't know how people are collaborating.
Exactly.
And right now, this data, not even OpenAI doesn't have this data. They don't know what people want to achieve together. They know what people want to achieve
by themselves.
by themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, they did release a team plan. We
Yes.
were actually talking about it. We were anticipating it. We knew about it from way back. You were in San Francisco and you got some intel, if I can call it that it will be coming. We were actually worried about the launch of the team plan. Can you highlight how the OpenAI ChatGPT team plan differs from
Yeah, you
Team-GPT?
touched upon a very important topic, that from the get-go we knew that ChatGPT is going to make a team plan. And we still went for the idea because we knew we were not going to make the same thing as them. And also there was this opportunity, we grabbed it.
Yeah.
And then I went to San Francisco maybe 1 month after we started. I went to San Francisco. I go every 6 months for a couple of weeks, sometimes months. Now I'm going for 2-3 months. So yeah, but I was there. And then I met with everybody I could meet, from OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, whoever I could find. Some of these people I knew from high school, others from later on in life. But I met with them and I asked them, where is this going? Tell me what is going to happen in the next few months, in your opinion, in this realm. And I gathered information from everybody. With the ChatGPT for Teams, we were expecting this to come out in October, November.
Yeah.
Actually, we saw the API endpoints. They were already starting to work on the Teams, and we saw these Teams API endpoints in their API back in June, I believe. So we knew the pace at which they were going. But then Sam Altman got fired. A bunch of turbulence happened around OpenAI. Then they released all of these new avenues that they took on the OpenAI Dev Day. I was one of the invitees at OpenAI Dev Day. I was there, and I spoke to the team there as well. And my personal opinion on the topic is that OpenAI is so focused on AGI and on the race with Google, Anthropic, and the others on reaching AGI, that they're just not putting enough effort into the ChatGPT for Teams product. When ChatGPT for Teams came out, it had two defining features. First, you could share the billing, so your company could pay for everybody. And second, they said you have to pay this one so we don't train on your data. And this is what they launched. I don't see this as a competitor product right now to what we are doing, collaboration, adoption, learning, and organization of knowledge. But I don't have any illusions that very soon they'll have a good product. So they will have a good product, but it will be a different one.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Personally, I was quite relieved when they launched, because they don't necessarily seem to be aiming to solve the collaboration issue, the adopting together issue, the working together issue. This seems like a revenue avenue for them, but not something that they have teams dedicated to develop that product, right? To create really the product behind it. It's more of a marketing. You're already individually in ChatGPT, because a lot of people are using ChatGPT individually. They're also on the free plan. So it makes sense for them to introduce a team billing, they are, how's it called? They are packaging it as a team solution, but it's not really a team solution. They're focused much more on innovation, as you said. They're cutting edge, and this is not what they're gonna focus on.
They just can't help themselves. They want to be too cutting edge.
Yeah.
And but this is their job. They have to be at the cutting edge. Really, OpenAI, if they lose the edge, they lose their purpose. Because that's why they exist. They exist to be the forefront of technology.
Exactly. So they're developing the technology. They have some product that people can use the technology through, but they're not focusing that much on the product. That is what it seems to be happening currently. So I think it's the responsibility of teams like ours and products like ours to really solve specific pain points that users are having, companies, businesses are having with adopting AI. And that actually brings me to my next question, which would be, what's the niche that you have identified for Team-GPT?
Yeah.
Where can we go? What is the...
I like the word niche. They told me it sounds very small. Well, the niche is enterprise. Yeah, it's the biggest niche.
Big small.
But yeah, the thing that we saw is, I think many people anticipated it, but for many enterprise clients, working with OpenAI is a deal breaker from the get-go, because OpenAI stores their data. And even if they don't train on the data, if the data is stored on OpenAI servers in the US, this is a deal breaker for many companies. And I'm giving you examples: healthcare, military, government, any third party to these, not okay. Germans, in Germany, I'm having this all the time. Like, they're following the GDPR laws like no other country.
Yeah.
And they just reach out to us and they say, we need the data to be in Europe and
Preferably in Germany, servers.
yes,
Where
in
are the
Frankfurt.
servers? Yeah.
Exactly. And what we allow them to do is, we allow them to take the Team-GPT software, to deploy it on their own servers, either on premises or on a private cloud, and hook up any model that they want to use, meaning OpenAI, Microsoft Azure, OpenAI endpoint, Google Gemini. They change their names all the time. I was going to say Google Bard, but Gemini.
Claude by Anthropic.
Yes, Llama by
Yeah.
Meta, Mixtral by Mistral AI, and all of these models could work equally well in Team-GPT, and already many of our clients are choosing to experiment with other models.
Yeah.
And here I want to put an emphasis on the open source, because Mistral, they got $120 million investment, and it took them 3 months to build a model as good as GPT 3.5.
Yeah.
And once the genie is out of the bottle, the GPT, stuff.
The GPT knee.
Yeah. Anybody working open source with enough money to, train on their own servers can build very powerful models very quickly. And Mistral built it for 3 months, and now there is leaked information that they have reached GPT-4 accuracy for less than a year, just because GPT-4 is out. You can even use GPT-4 to train your models to be as good as GPT-4. And yeah, so the future is open source for sure. Many companies are not okay with the data being in transit at all. Just even if OpenAI is not storing the data, if OpenAI says, don't worry, we will delete all your data, for some companies it's a deal breaker to have the data in transit first it's through your Wi-Fi, then it goes through the internet service provider, then it goes across the border. So many different parties can intercept your data and steal your data, that sometimes it's not allowed. And with our software, what we have built, this opportunity that we saw is, okay, we have the collaborative interface. It's very, very optimized for so many things. You can hook any model. You can spin up the software and the database wherever you want. We send it with Docker containers through Docker Hub, and the client is installing it on their own. They can even do it offline. This is very interesting. You can put it on a server somewhere or on your MacBook, and the whole software can run there. The model can be there. The database can be there. It never has to be connected to the internet if that's a requirement.
Yeah, okay.
Most of our clients, I just want to mention this, most of our clients right now are using Microsoft because they trust Microsoft with all their data anyways.
Yeah.
So this is just one more endpoint that they trust OpenAI with. So the Microsoft Azure OpenAI service is the preferred option for our enterprise clients right now.
Okay. How are you handling the communications with enterprise clients? What you're saying right now makes me feel like you are having all of those conversations. It's like, you have the insight. What is your How do you have those conversations? What's your sales process? What is the
As a founder and CEO, I need to be in these conversations. First, I'm the best person to sell the software, and
You're an expert at Team-GPT.
well, yeah, I'm the biggest expert at Team-GPT, exactly. Yeah, and nobody else can sell the software as well as me at this point. So I have to be in these conversations because I sell it well. Second, I'm a domain expert in the field in general. I understand AI. I can consult the people on AI as a whole. Where is this going? What does it mean? What do the models do? Where is the data stored? All of these things. I have answers to all of these questions. And by the way, so much of my work right now is consulting. I meet with these. I met with the CEO of one of the biggest telecoms in the country, and I asked them, "What's your strategy for AI?" And he said, "We don't have one yet, and they're thinking about the process in some way. So I have to plant the seed in his brain that there is a better way, and they'll come around in 1 year.
Yeah.
But a lot of my work is, okay, I consult them. This is the state of technology. This is what you can do. If you need help, call me whenever you need."
Okay.
And since I'm an educator as well, this is also very, very good because I can structure the information well, and I can give them a structured process which they can later follow. And
you're also a very methodical person anyways, like
very methodical.
apart from being an educator.
The OCD is
level.
strong with this one. Yeah.
Fair. Very particular sometimes.
Yeah. But so this is a part of job. You have to consult. And then the other part is you have to be able to close enterprise deals. So this is the second part of the job. And this is something I learned from my mentor, and now also a very important team member at Team-GPT, Jeko, who is already building the enterprise sales team.
I was going to call him a business partner.
He's a business partner. Some people call him angel. Some people call him mentor. Some people, I don't know. He has 10% of the business, but it's out of angel territory, like closer to founding member. But since he wasn't there at the very beginning, it's hard to call it like this. And he's a very important strategic partner, an important person for our enterprise sales goals. And what Jeko told me 5 years ago was, Iliya, build a product that I can sell to Spotify, and I will sell it to any company in the world. And the goal, I think he has been waiting for our team to come up with a product good enough for enterprise clients.
Yeah.
And we're there.
Now we have.
And he's very excited. And he taught me how to do the sales stuff. He was ghostwriting some of the emails in the beginning. Now I've developed it.
Can you just give me give the listeners the elevator pitch for Jeko Kolev, because his name might not be enough.
Jeko. Okay. MBA at Babson. Then he worked at WeWork, and he was one of the early employees. Top salesperson for WeWork in New York. Then he moved to the UK. He practically built the UK sales team for WeWork, and he was global head of strategic growth for WeWork as a whole. And he has closed deals as big as $60 million per deal. And he has brought, according, I believe, $3 billion in revenue from the deals that he was closing. Him and his team, he has trained more than 300 people throughout the years how to close deals. And I'm the 301st, I guess. And
Jeko, we are happy to have you on board.
Yeah, thanks, Jeko. Yeah, but every team member is very important, and I cannot underline this enough. It's really about the team, and we haven't said much about the other people. Now I need to say it. So we've been talking mainly about me, but then I have two more co-founders. We have Ilko Kacharov, who is our CTO, 15 years of probably 20 years, I don't know how many years of experience, but since the dawn of internet, Ilko has been creating websites, apps, and so on. He has worked on, I believe, more than 60 projects. He's been tech lead in almost probably in every one of them, and he's been CTO several times. Amazing genius software engineer. Then we
Also,
have
a big workaholic, extremely curious guy.
very curious. Yeah.
Very experimental.
Yeah, the moment there is something new on the market, and our job is to say, okay, we can integrate this someday, and then on Sunday, Ilko is like, did you say someday or did you say Sunday?
Yep, and on Monday we have it. We have a proof of concept.
Yeah, Ilko, my favorite quote: "There is nothing better than some coding with my morning coffee." But yeah, that's
Classic
Ilko, technical co-founder. Then we have Javor, also amazing guy. I worked with Ilko for 3-4 years. I've worked with Javor for 6 years, and I'm something like his mentor, and I've spent a lot of time with him. In every project I've worked with, I've been, taking him with me, and he's extremely curious as well. He's extremely entrepreneurial, but most important for him right now is that he's the chapter lead of the AI Engineer Foundation, Chapter Europe, and this is a chapter of the AI engineer community in San Francisco. We are basically the same organization as them, and we're creating a lot of events, and we're building this AI engineer community in Europe. So Javor, leading this effort, he's an amazing community builder. We're now going to one of his
ski camps
with 200 people, which he's doing on the side because he really likes bringing people together. So 200 people are going to this camp. Yeah. Anyways, he's the third co-founder. Now there are some founding members which we don't call them co-founders, as I like to say, mainly because they work less than 16 hours a day on the project. But we have Katya and Masha. Both of them were there at the very beginning of the project, and they did a lot of the early heavy lifting as well when there was no one else. We were already working together for 3 years, and Katya was dealing with both sales, talking to the customers in the very beginning. Now she's our COO, and she's dealing all financials, investment documents, accountants, everything that I would be doing otherwise. And I'm extremely grateful that we have a dedicated person that can take this off my plate, in a reliable way, of course. And the other one is Masha. She did all the branding, all the presentations. We call her the visual storyteller. But the thing is, she's a person who can both do design but also understands the technology, understands marketing, understands the whole process. And she's been very instrumental for building the right brand, I think, from the get-go. And I love the brand. In many cases I am the brand, but I really love the brand, and I'm very thankful to her for building a brand I really want to identify with. And this was very important for me. Željko, we spoke about. Moni, we haven't spoken about you.
It's okay, there's a whole episode about the team.
Yeah.
We mentioned me in there.
But the team is so crucial. It's never enough to talk about it. Moni, product marketer, one of my favorite work buddies. I love doing stuff with you. And
likewise.
We went through all of these things together. You were head of marketing before, then you started doing products. You've managed teams of people of various sizes, project managed, product managed,
people managed.
You've brought products from 0 to 1 more than once, and yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to work with you. First recruit of Team-GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put all my recruiting energy in you.
And you shouldn't have, because the product is good, the vision is good. I was sold very early on, even before you made the call. I was curious about the product. So yeah, you put way more effort into getting me on board than you should have.
Ah,
Thank you for that,
I
though.
couldn't take any
Yeah,
chances.
thank you for
Sorry.
that, though. Okay, so we have a super solid team. The marketing is something we haven't talked about in a lot of detail, but we have the whole flywheel setup. That is something that is working in the background. We have an episode for that. I think it's one of the best episodes, because you and I work on marketing a lot, and it's a really good discussion, I think.
Yeah, I don't like jumping into this superficially, so I highly recommend whoever is listening to this. We are experienced marketers. We have thought this through. Please listen to the other episode, which is about the marketing.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be raising money if we didn't have all of the marketing funnel well set up and performing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
All the traction we have right now is because of that marketing effort that has been going on fractionally in like different ways, but is now working as a funnel, as it properly should be working. It's delivering. Okay, so there's like this other question that I want to ask, and that is, why do you think Team-GPT is the product we should be working on right now? Like, why are we at the right time? Because I know you believe that we are, and I also believe that we are at the right time and we are the right product. So why are we going to win against all the other products?
Yeah, well, simple answer, because we're winners. But
Solid. Again,
yeah.
let's finish the conversation with this strong point.
Yeah, but the most important thing is it's about consistency. We're very, very consistently hardworking people who first are very experienced, second are very determined to achieve this. Now, when it comes to the whole industry, we're at the beginning of the biggest automation in mankind, and in the next 2 years, the winners will be decided. I think we're very, very well situated. We have a product in place. We have, early signs of product market fit, and in more than one use cases, we're seeing this in marketing. We're seeing this in education. We're seeing this in the enterprise segment as well, and we have the early signs of product market fit. We have a unique value proposition with this enterprise product because we ask the clients and we're doing what they want. We are first movers. We're one of the first software on the market that is serving these niches, and we really have a good product.
Yeah.
And if we invest more in this right now, I'm very, very confident that we can build a very successful company.
A unicorn.
A unicorn, some call it. Why not a decacorn? But yeah, so I don't know when, but I know how. I know how we can reach this, and I know how to deploy the capital right now. I know how to approach the problem as a whole. Whether the revenue will follow, I believe it will follow, but my job is to be an optimistic founder with an amazing vision, right? But I really think this is the best opportunity that has been presented to me in my life so far, and I'm giving everything I can to it because I believe in it.
Yeah, you've said on more than one occasion, and it has proven to be true time and time again, that you cannot believe how well the cards are stacked in favor of Team-GPT making it. And our traction, we are currently at 200,000. Yeah, 200K ARR. Our traction is very much speaking to that the cards are stacked, we are doing everything, we know what we need to do, and we're doing it at the right time, and we can scale this. I honestly believe that we can scale this if we plug more people and more resources in the machine that's already set up.
And the important thing is we have done it before. So with the last projects we have bootstrapped to 30 million. We've never raised money. We have bootstrapped to $30 million in revenue in the past. We know how to get the job done. And the cards you said stacked. I've read almost every startup book that exists, and it never made sense. But right now, and I'm going through them, the lean startup, the mom test, we're doing everything by the book, and everything is happening by the book because we're solving a real problem at the right time, at the beginning of a hype wave and, a wave of innovation.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about the future.
Okay. Closing remarks for this episode, maybe a shout out to the next episode, what we're going to talk about. It's the product vision. That's one of the big ones that's coming up.
Yeah. Well, the purpose of these videos and the purpose of building in public in general for our team is that to build something successful, we need to be able to distribute this information to partners, investors, future employees, current employees, and we need to tell everybody everything. We have tried to achieve this with this podcast, and this is the first episode. There are 5 more, as you mentioned. There's one about the team, there's one about sales and marketing, one about the numbers, financial projections, and there's also one for the product and the product vision. Each of these is too important to be a slide on a pitch deck. Just a slide, and these things have to be explored in detail if we want to follow the plan and actually achieve it.
And for those who listen to the podcast, it's also a slide on the pitch deck.
Of course it is. And it's presented in 3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That was a really good start. I'm excited about the other episodes.
Thank you so much as well.